Okay guys, just quickly before the video starts, if you think you'll benefit from speaking one-to-one with me about your hair loss and the struggles that you're going through, click on the link in the description and we can have a chat. Okay guys, so this video is addressing the misconception that you have to be ripped or jacked in order to be bold. But I think it does help. Now, let me get into this. So I feel like too often we're sort of pushed an image of the only attractive bold guys, which are people like The Rock and Jason Statham. A lot of people in the media say, you'll only look good with a bold head if you're ripped, you're massive, you're jacked, whatever. Now, basically, that's an unrealistic look, isn't it? Most guys aren't gonna be as ripped as The Rock. Okay, they're not gonna be as in shape as Jason Statham. Okay, so I think what that's doing is setting a bit of an unrealistic expectation for bold guys to reach. And the reason why I think that's a negative thing is because that'll put off a lot of guys from shaving their head in the first place. Because if that's the only image they have in their mind is that they've got to look like The Rock or they've got to look like Jason Statham in order to look good with a bold head, that'll immediately be like, no, I'm not that guy, I can't get to that level, so I shouldn't shave my head. I can't shave my head, that's not for me. So that's why I want to address this misconception. So you don't have to be ripped and you don't have to be jacked in order to look good with a bold head. And I think the reason why there's evidence to prove otherwise is because there's a YouTuber which I really like called Bold Cafe. And if you're watching some of my videos, chances are you probably know a Bold Cafe. Now he does a lot of videos with guys who are shaving their head for the first time. And there was a video that I saw, which I think was 100 guys shave their head. And I genuinely think all those guys, after they shaved their head, looked better with a shaved head than they did with hair, or with thinning hair. And the reason why is because they look happier for a start. They look more confident in their new look, okay, which is what ultimately makes them attractive. And those guys of all different ethnicities, all different sizes, all different ages. And I think they all looked better with a bald head than they did with thinning hair. So it proves that you don't have to be jacked and don't have to be ripped in order to look good with a bald head. However, it does help. And I won't say you not being in really good shape and you going to the gym and looking healthy and you're looking fit and active, that of course makes you look better if you have a bald head. Okay, of course it does. Who doesn't think that someone who's, in better shape, someone who's active, someone who looks healthy, who doesn't think that that type of person looks better than someone who is really overweight, doesn't look after themselves, is not active, is not healthy? Of course, that's just natural, right? So you being ripped or jacked with a bald head, of course, will help you look better. I'm not going to deny that, but it's not the only reason. It's not the only caveat to you looking good with a bald head. I hope that makes sense. And I think you being in shape, you don't have to be. And don't get me wrong, I think every single guy watching this, or all guys in general, should be constantly improving themselves. I try to do that for myself. I'm on a constant self-improvement journey. I'm always trying to be active, be healthy. I try and go to the gym as often as possible. I try and be in best shape as I can. Look at me, guys. Okay, I'm not ripped by any means. I'm still pretty skinny, right? But I try and keep myself active. And I think you being in good shape with a bald head ultimately makes you a lot better looking. And the reason why is not necessarily because you're active, but because it shows discipline. Okay, it shows that you're working towards a goal. It shows that you're working on something. It shows that you care about your body and that you care about your appearance. And that all culminates in the fact that you then look more attractive because of those reasons, not necessarily because you have big muscles. Okay, you don't have to have big muscles in order to look good with a bald head. You have to just be active and fit and look after yourself. And I think that's what's then attractive for women also, for those guys wondering, is because when a woman can see you looking after yourself, you're fit, you're healthy, you're working towards a goal, that's what's attractive to a woman. And the reason why I say that is because wouldn't you want that for your partner too? Wouldn't you want a partner who looks after themselves, who's healthy, who's active,
who's fit, who cares about their appearance. Of course it is. And that's the reason people will also find you attractive if you do those things too. So I hope that helps, guys. It addresses the misconceptions that you have to have huge muscles in order to look good with a bald head. Simply not the case. I think every single guy can improve themselves and lose weight and get in better shape. 100% they can do that. That's within your control. Unlike hair loss, which the vast majority of the time is genetic, actually being in good shape and being active and healthy is largely within your control. So I think all guys should be working on that, especially if they choose to go down the route of rocking that bald head to look even better with a bald head than they would otherwise. So I hope that helps, guys. If you think you'll benefit from having a one-to-one free 10-minute chat with me, the link is in the description below. Take care, guys. I'll see you next time.